We got some alpha news for AQW Infinity. Let's get into it. The hype for alpha is real. Even with building our own system to track and deliver your rewards, we are on track to launch alpha and to start sending your rewards this month. I took the liberty of naming the alpha servers. The first alpha server is Kara's server. I don't know if I said that right. Second is Secundus server. And third is Waldo's server. We get an alpha launch checklist. 64,000 Steam keys acquired. Done. Launch, pledge manager, and survey. Done. 3 game servers acquired and set up. Done. Prepare alpha content like the placeholder reward shops. Done. Intro, town, and start maps are in progress, with the fixing critical bugs, which is also in progress. The backer reward codes and keys, badges, and shops are done. Redeem code server logic. Done. Build mini site with a passkey so you can view your codes and keys are in progress, and generate a unique code for each backer is in progress. Once that's finalized, alpha begins and we email all of your Steam keys and reward codes. Check out the new epic founder dragon pets. Look at these things. That is absolutely amazing. Obviously, they are connected with the 3 packages. You get the Doom, you get the Chaos, and the Destiny. Aaron's did a great job on these though. Look at them. That's just awesome. The Infinity Platinum Founder Dragon. All Infinity founders are getting a Platinum Dragon pet. Excited to announce that all Infinity founders will be getting this pet inspired by the original Platinum Dragon. This is what it looks like. This new Dragon pet is an Infinity exclusive. Backers of the founder tier 25 or up will find this added to their rewards. So you do need to be part of the founder tier and above in order to obtain that. Another bonus pet for all backers, and here's the image. This is Despair's latest invention, latest terrifying invention. I love the dark on colors on that. And look at this, you get a skull hanging off of the chains there. Pictured above is the in progress second pet Despair drew for all backers from the voting and live stream. Remember, this abomination is your fault. Now how about a little behind the scenes stuff? So here's the Octobear. Look at the graphics on that though. The animations, it's so smooth and whatnot. Converting AQW monsters. How monsters are converted. A number of players asked to write how things are converted. I've been working on a remastered intro and thought you might like to see the process. First, you start with the monster from the original game. The goal is to convert the monster from the maps, items, animations, etc. to run on all devices. We painstakingly remake everything in Unity. While we're at it, we do a little glow up and improve things we can, like adding animated clouds to get a sense that the dragon is actually moving, or adding those beautiful particles to the ring effects. So you see the clouds in the background moving. Now I don't want to cover all of this, so I'm just going to export each piece of art to PNG files. That's the gist of it. So Flash uses a vector art, and they need to convert that into the other art being used, the bitmap images that is actually used by Unity. These images are made out of pixels. If you scale them up too big, they get all jaggedy and pixeled, which is not great. But the trade-off is your phones, tablets, and computer's GPU can run it at ultra fast. Here you go. You can get a sense of how many pieces are required for making just one of these animated monsters and stuff and NPCs move. So this is how it looks inside of that engine. And the sprite skinning. There are multiple ways to set up your art to be animated. One way is using bones, hence down below. So you've got these bones animating these things to be squished, bent, and etc. Reanimate all of the things a monster can do. So Nulgath animates each monster with a new idol, hit, attack, attack 2, death, and all of the others. Some monsters have custom animations for special attacks. This princess monster was interesting because both the dragon and the princess needed animations. And here's a little tree. Animator tree. We took the common animations from AQ Worlds and expanded the list. This lets us do things like having special intros, multiple death animations, and unusual custom animations. Add the monster to the database. Finally, the monster is added to the database. It gets a unique ID number, which we can now use to summon it. We also add them items. It drops gold, experience values, and any other special things it can do. Once the server is restarted, or if the dev issues the reload all monsters from database command, it becomes possible to spawn the monster into maps so you can battle it. Here's a little Moglin doing a little bounce. One more thought on converting monsters and art. Things are going to be different. Some things you will like more, some things less. Maybe you love how the clouds gave the red dragon the feeling of flight, but perhaps the diet the green dragon went on to age it up a little does not hit you the same as the original bubbly children's book version. We'll listen to your feedback. As long as we are making more good decisions than bad ones as we go, we will sculpt the right future for this game together. Here's another NPC, Vinci the Sculptor, the new NPC who will sculpt your statues. So he's going to be sculpting statues in AQ World Infinity's Founders Sanctuary. You can talk to him to buy some of his latest works. If you're an immortal founder or above, he will ask you you will ask him to sculpt a statue in your likeness, which he will do once this feature is working. Custom item backers. The team and I are eager to begin working on your custom items with you. Thank you again for the patience as we focus fire on getting Alpha live. There are 83 custom backers. Whoa! Each of you will receive a custom designer doc when it is ready. In the meantime, if you have not been doing this already, brainstorm and start making sketches or descriptions, or both. The most satisfying improvement from last week is the gold coins that fly out of the monsters when you defeat them. Feels good, especially if you played in the tech demo when the coins were stuck together in an immobile lens flare plastered on top of them. The number of coins can be controlled in code. That was funny too in tech demo, which we obviously have not done yet. Which is pretty comical that I'm getting 3 gold in that GIF, but there's like 6 or 7 coins flying out. We can do this effects now. Look at this. This is like very beautiful. You've got this phasing in and out. If you have been following my daily posts, then you may have already seen this. But what you do not know is that the coders have already implemented Unity's URP into our game. So we now have fancy shaders like this. The first monster to use it was the Octobear monster near the top of this post. Moglo side. Okay, this is friggin' hilarious. Last Friday, Ghost finished animating the Moglin pet and tried adding one to the game as an NPC. But when he added it, nothing happened. So he tried again and nothing happened. So he tried again and again and again. During the Monday morning full team meeting, we all logged in, were brutally mauled by the angry mob of hostile yellow monsters. So it turned out that he just hadn't reset the servers, which is why they weren't there. And so you got all of these Moglins attacking, aggressive Moglins no less, which is so funny. Battle Concert, the quest to find the perfect musical guest. During the Kickstarter, you unlocked the Battle Concert stretch goal. This special event will happen during the live launch of AQ Worlds Infinity. We've been on quest to find the perfect band. The process of finding, pitching, and actually making an event like this happen is worthy of its own post. If you haven't been following my Arctic social media account, you would probably guess which potential musical guests we have been reaching out to. We are prepared our first pitch deck to present to a band this week. Wish us luck. Now, Artix had posted on Twitter saying, which of these bands would you love to see in concert asking for a friend? So there was 3 options, Blink 182, which I ended up voting for, Kiss, and Linkin Park. Now, I would have voted for Linkin Park, but because Chester's not there, I went with Blink 182. However, Linkin Park won the vote out of almost 900 votes. So this is obviously the band that they're going to be reaching out to this week. Potentially, we might have a Linkin Park concert in AQ World Infinity. Look at this adorable image of Ghost. You got Twilly on the top of his head. That is adorable. I enabled something on Kickstarter that should let you edit your Pledge Manager survey if you want to change your email, credits name, or other things. When we created a new account, there is a particle burst that plays when you switch classes. Nolgath hand animated the first one in Flash. Now he's using Unity Particle System to recreate it, and it looks awesome. Ghost began creating the base animations for pet Moglins, both the normal animations and the battle pet animations. So right here, there's the first one. Ba-boom, that's cool. I like that. The theme was devastatingly cuddly. Below, and then you have this one. Ba-boom, slam attack. And then you have a little cute walk. That is adorable. The idle animation is subtle until the Moglin smiles and looks around. Makes you wonder if the Moglin is spotting an old friend or spying ice cream in the distance. So he's just standing. I don't really see him smiling, or he's just kind of Oh, well, he does blink. Oh, no. Okay, never mind. Yeah. Okay, it does actually look like. He's like, that's funny. The final attack is the Moglin version of Kamahala, but with poof clouds. Okay, cool. Pets are now stored in the game the exact same as monsters and NPCs, which means these Moglins can be pets, NPCs, or monsters. So, and it's the same. Monsters can also be pets now. Way back on Kickstarter, they talked about their eternal things, and then they said this eternal things would be an item. Well, we have it. Dun, dun, dun. It's a Moglin pet. Look how adorable that is. Taking a look at this image, you can see the gems. This is the part of the enhancement system that they have where you find gems just by fighting and stuff, and then you can use them to enhance your items. But there we go. We finally reached the end of the video. There's a lot of information in this video, so I hope it wasn't too overwhelming. If you made it this far into the video, post a secret word, fan, into the comments. Thanks for watching, and keep those swords swinging.